So the Joker trailer came about, and it looks fantastic. Yeah, I have a lot of concerns about this. I'm not crazy about the idea of Batman shows and movies that don't have Batman in them. There's plenty of that around. Same thing with Superman. But this one, like I said, it looks gorgeous, and they certainly, from what we can see in the trailer, captured that atmosphere and look of that time period of the early to mid '80s, I suppose, for New York City, this is Gotham City, but nevertheless, we all know what Gotham really is, and I'm sure there's a lot of little Easter eggs and stuff that refer to the world of Batman, but with no Batman, except little Bruce Wayne in there. And so obviously, I guess this is perhaps DC embracing their multiverse reality that has been a part of DC Comics for decades. They tried to get rid of it at the end of the 80s with Crisis on Infinite Earths, and even though that story was really good, I think it did a lot of damage to DC Comics' story overall. And, well, the multiverse long ago came back, and now they're applying it to their films, and certainly the idea fit in with their TV shows and CW and all that, where you can say, well, that's just another version, and it's an alternate reality. And then that's how it works. And so here it meets up with the films coming out of the DC EU films they've had, where this one clearly is not a part of that. I think it's certainly the other Aquaman and Shazam are, or maybe not. But for this, Joker isn't. And the idea that, oh, well, the Batman movie is going to be set 20 years ago, to sort of keep it in line, I'm assuming, with the Affleck version, even though he's no longer a part of it. But that fits in with his story. That what we've seen so far is this older Batman, and then what about his story? So they're staying with that premise that, yeah, this would be set in the past, and so on and so forth. But going forward, this is obviously not the Joker that that Batman encounters, because he would be far too old by the time little Bruce Wayne grows up to be Batman, and would be no match for him whatsoever. So the idea going, well, if it's still in a world where eventually there will be a Batman, then this guy has to be an inspiration for the Joker. And yeah, maybe so. It doesn't really matter, because it's described as a one-shot deal. Once this is over, there's not Joker 2. If there is, it's someone else. And that's it. It's too bad, because in a lot of scenes with Joaquin Phoenix and his features and how he handles it, I'm not sure about the laugh, but he probably could have made a really great Joker in a real Batman movie. But we're not going to get it. And this is probably as close as you'll get from him to do this type of film. And so it's just going to be this weird character story study that borrows heavily from Taxi Driver and The King of Comedy. And that's a bit of a problem. That has me concerned, too, that that's just what you're doing. You're just going to slap Joker on it and try to hide it. But, yeah, I'm not too crazy about that either. So it puts me in quite the quandary. This could be a fantastic film, but it's not what I want. That's not really the Joker. That's not really the story, and so on and so forth. And a lot of times I think the Joker's being overused. He certainly, in some way, he doesn't even look like the Joker. The clown makeup is, subtly changed here. It looks closer to John Wayne Gacy, just without the weight. But already it's a more powerful presence than what they did with Jared Leto. And Jared Leto, I would have thought, could pull it off, but what they gave him in Suicide Squad, which wasn't much, and he was burdened with that stupid gold teeth in his mouth where he, hey, baby. It's just terrible. So he doesn't need dentures. So, yeah, I kind of dropped the ball on that one. But here, again, like I said, it could be really great, but it's not really Batman or the Joker. And with Batman, Bruce Wayne being a little boy in it and all that, how does that fit with the story, if it even attempts to? I don't know. It's just some weird Elseworld story just for the purpose, which the comics have done. There's plenty of these wild stories of different versions of Batman and so forth that you could never weave into the overall series and whatnot. It's a one-shot deal based on an idea, and basically this idea seems to be a beaten down man who snaps and becomes this monster, and apparently that's all it is. But still, the photography of it is excellent. It looks beautiful. I really like the trailer. It's haunting and spooky, and a weird beauty to it that's there. However, that being said, there's another trailer that I really liked, and even now when I see it, I think that's a damn good trailer. I want to see that movie, but it doesn't exist. That would be the trailer for The Last Jedi. So, a good trailer is no guarantee. No, afraid not. So, it's intriguing. Again, not what I wanted, but there again, even when it's a good movie, I'm still kind of, I just wish they hadn't done this. But I can't help but be compelled and intrigued by it. It has got me interested. So, and that's the job of a trailer. But of course, be warned, and I'm warning myself. I've been down this road before. It's no guarantee. So, there you go. Joker, intriguing, but not really what I'm looking for. And look, who knows? And they might do other projects of this. You get weird versions of different characters. And that could be interesting, just these little side projects while they continue on with what they've got with Aquaman and Shazam and Wonder Woman and all that. And hopefully Superman comes back. And then we'll see what the Batman movie is. We don't know. All we know is apparently it is set 20 years ago. But hopefully that's how it can all fit in with that. Because I still want to see the DC Universe on screen. They stumbled. They made some mistakes, some bigger and some that don't deserve the hatred they're getting, but they're clearly there. But I still want to see that version. So as long as these little interesting side projects that are cool character studies don't take away from that, then what the hell, why not? Besides, they're low budget, and that's another interesting thing of figuring out how to work within those limitations. And a lot of times it will benefit a project greatly. So, maybe we'll get a low budget Batman. I don't think you can do a low budget Superman. Superpowers, that's going to be tough. But you could do a Batman in low budget, I think. But anyway, there you go, the Joker. Thank you for watching and listening. Say, why not like and subscribe? Yeah. And for those of you who have already, thank you very much. And while you're here, check out the link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you. Yes, Flash Gordon conquers the universe. But I thought he was gonna save it. Well, I guess Queen was wrong after all.
We must blast Ming's men from the skies.
You're crazy. Where's the booze?
They mean to crash into us.
Well, then we can add reckless driving to the number of charges against Flash Gordon's friends. Yeah, but every time you heat fish in the microwave, you stink up the whole ship. Oh man, is someone driving up? Yeah, alright, we gotta put our pants on. Somehow they've spotted our ship, sitting out in a field of snow.
Hurry, we can't hold out much longer. See that the men are thoroughly insulated.
Did you understand any of that? No.
In the meantime, let's all strip down and share our body heat. No, not you, Dale.
Whoa, holy shit, that was close. Damn it, Zarkov, you trying to kill us? Now, look, Flash. When it turns black like that from frostbite, well, it's gotta come off.
What is more important? Your health.
It's just one testicle. Why, Prince Baron won't even miss it.
That remains to be seen.
Later. Damn, that Flash Gordon always hogging up the men's room. I always have to go outside and pee, and now I've got an icicle in my pants.
I feel 10 pounds lighter.
Ooh, don't go in there for a while. He didn't hear me. Hey, Doc, don't go in there for a while. Well, I guess you had to be there.
Okay, Doctor?
Let's you and me go into the men's room.
Oh, boy.
Listen up, pal. Whatever you do, don't open that men's room door.
We make holes in drawers. We make holes in drawers.
No, let me fix that.
We drill holes in butts. We drill holes in butts.
That's better.
Come on, you metal bastards. We'll see whose butt gets drilled.